Alright, what's up, everyone? I'm going to do a little pre-market recap. There we go. Back testing session. This should be pretty short, but I think doing it on a live stream holds me accountable to be focused and thoughtful during this entire time. So I know no one's probably going to join, but I still think that having it be a live stream forces me to focus and lock in. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up Twitter, scroll through everything, see what people took for the day, blah blah blah, dodgy, whatever. Okay, let's just scroll through Twitter here, see what trades people took. Oh, I can't play music. I'm gonna get very much copyrighted. Bro. Oh man, this is gonna be me one day. Guys, this is gonna be all of us one day. Just popping a trade on NQ and then vibing at the beach, dude. Just a matter of time. Alright, here we go. 9:30, 10 o'clock has been so much better. I used to trade 10 to 11. Yeah, 9:30, 10 was pretty good. Guys, so I think to start off, let's talk about this. Because now, this is not the market recap. Keep that in mind, guys. I'm going to cover this in the market recap. But I'm just noting out everything. And, Dodgy said this was invalid. And it is true, we should take out this high. But just based off of liquidity, I would still anticipate us to go run these highs. So that's something we'll have to look at. What is this? We'll keep looking more in a sec. Trending market, mean reversal. One trade of 1R, pre-market analysis, blah blah blah. Anything that I'll consider for the market recap, I'll save it if it'll let me. Never mind. Yeah, no, it's really, discipline's not optional. Break even, been very tough. Well, yeah, you're trading in this. It's just like lower probability. It's not easy to trade. So I think let's look at the market. Let's just, before we go through the rest of Twitter, let's actually just go through the market. To be completely honest, guys, I don't think there was a ton of opportunity today, because by the time we expand up all the way up here, we get this price action. And this is not optimal trading conditions at all. So guys, I'm not really sure how much of a market recap we're going to have besides the higher time frame, because on the higher time frame, this move higher actually makes a lot of sense, because we come down, we inverse this 4 hour, right? Inverse 4 hour inverse fair value gap, delivering from a fair value gap here. Maybe even mark it out like this. Actually, delivering from a BPR. And so once we inverse this, it's like, well, we're probably going to go to this high. And you can see that's exactly what happened. BPR. Where's BPR? Yeah, delivering from a BPR. Here we go. And then I think we even had SMT here. Did we? We had a low, lower low, and a low, and a higher low. So SMT at the BPR here. Actually, sorry, I meant this fair value gap. This is the fair value gap I wanted to use. Yeah. So we have the fair value gap. We get SMT here. And then we get inversion. Guys, this is high probability. Like, when we get this inversion with SMT delivering from this fair value gap, and then higher time frame, right? We got previous year's highs of drawn liquidity. So there we go. So let's just mark out this, because I think this is honestly somewhat relevant, right? That we should, when we inverse this, we should at least go to this high. Especially when we inverse it with SMT. Now then again, you know, this is perfect now. And also, you know, the RR is really just not that great. But you know what? We will just screenshot this as just higher time frame inversion and put it in the folder for today. So now, once again, guys, when you start to see the market in accumulation, manipulation, distribution, it's like, well, yeah, this actually makes a lot of sense. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So let's go ahead and let's see, this was 616. Higher time frame, 4-hour IPG. Okay, so now then again, like, once again, the RR is not good on this. I don't think you'd actually probably take that as a real trade, but I am, you know, it's insightful when we get SMT delivering from a fair value gap and we inverse that we should probably continue higher. You see 6-hour inverse as well. So anyway, we have this 4-hour for value gap with SMT, and then interestingly we get a 15-minute change state delivery. And so I think this is a very, very cool market maker model here, where we have now I'm not gonna mark this as a trade, but I am going to mark this as a market maker model, where we have SMT, 4-hour for value gap, and then, you know, 15-minute change state delivery, and you can see how perfectly we retest this here. So and then right here we have this old low, right? That's inducement. When we get below this old low, boom, inducement into the change of state delivery. And it's like, man, that's perfect. And then you can measure this out like this. Once again, OTE tap here. Flow state OTE, like I like to talk about. And then we go to the second standard deviation, and then the fourth standard deviation. Now let's see, would it be better to mark out like this? Maybe. Hard to say. I usually do the bodies, so we'll just mark it out with the bodies. Yeah, we just had really nice liquidity all through here. You can see right here, nice little consolidation. And same thing here. But this is more like low resistance liquidity here. So yeah, I will cover, you know, well, I'll simplify it in the market recap, but boom, there's the other side of the model. Boom. Dude, this flow state OTE thing though, I'm telling you, man, it's powerful stuff. Like, if you can master this OTE entry before we get the change state of delivery, you're gonna be cracked. All right. So let's go ahead and bring this over. Boom. You can see how this is like perfect, right? Oh, liquidity void here, right? There we go. Boom. And yeah, the rest was history. So yeah, from here, oh, I kind of like it smaller. It looks nice. Looks more like, it looks more precise, to be honest. So yeah, this was a nice 4-hour, 15-minute model. And we should have swept out some kind of low here. Yeah, we swept out these lows. So let's re-screenshot this. So as far as trades go within this, we need to figure out if there were any trades. So 4-hour, 15-minute. I liked this last night. This 15-minute IPG, I already recorded it, but essentially, right, we sweep out this low. Oops. I don't want to. I'll record it in the market recap. I don't have the time. Yeah, I knew it. Look, so we got this 4-hour breaker. This is what I mean when you say, like, when I say you don't, it doesn't have to be just a fair value gap that you use for flow state. But, I don't know, makes things simpler sometimes. 4-hour breaker. And then see, we inverse this, but then we go back down. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything super obvious in here. Guys, I think this was definitely a... Yeah, this is so precise. I mean, this is crazy. I wonder if it'd be better to use a 1 hour. Oh, yeah. 1 hour for value gap. Oh, I think I looked at this earlier. Yeah. So 1 hour for value gap. Yeah, I did look at this actually. And then this is really cool because this is like your 2022 model where we get break structure for value gap. When was this? This was this morning. Yeah, this was so cool. 5-minute change state delivery. You know, like this is where this 0.6 this OTE thing I made a video on today is pretty OP, right? Perfect hit. Right up to that max extension. So it's just crazy because there's lots of different ways you can measure this, right? I like to personally measure it from change state delivery to the bodies. This is my favorite way to measure it. Maybe you gotta measure it like this. Market's perfect, guys. What the heck? So yeah, 1 hour for value gap. I want to find some inversions, but I literally don't know what inversions there are here. I gotta find actual trades though. But it's just crazy. Like, this is so cool to me. Perfectly back testing this. This is not good though. I need to find actual trades that you could take. I mean, there's just not a lot of opportunity today, if I'm being completely honest. And it's like I'm trying to make opportunity out of there wasn't much. So I don't know. but I do think this is cool. As far as actual trades go, guys, we gotta find actual trades because I need to make this market recap good, and the main thing was, let's just look on Twitter. Oh yeah. So yeah, this was like a 2022 model, huh? Looks like he got stopped at break even or something. This was a live call on stream, but wasn't straight early at break even. They thought it's the wrong trade. Nonetheless, it was a good day. No FOMO. Today's. What do you mean? What does he mean? He thought it's the wrong trade. What does he mean? Didn't you take a trade during the 950 macro? I called it on stream. It was only a B plus setup. I don't take them. Only AA plus. So that's interesting. So what was this? This was like basically a 2022 model. 1125. Yeah, this is like pretty clearly a 2022 model, right? Hey, what up, Javier? So this is such a weird thing for Hydra to say. I'm trying to review the market for today, and I'm trying to like gather everyone's trades so I can make the market recap. But like, this trade from Hydra, basically it's just a giant bearish fair value gap. So I'm assuming it's just like a 2022 model where you get the sweep, break a structure. But like, he goes break even. He says things that makes a grown man cry. What time and price was that last chart? This was Monday, 11:27. So that's this morning, today, 11:27 Eastern. And I'm just trying to figure out context. This was a live call on stream, but ended up closing this trade early at break even, as I thought it's the wrong trade. Nonetheless, it was a good day. No FOMO. Tomorrow's another day. I don't know what he means. Thought it's the wrong trade. Maybe he just means he didn't like it. Personally, in my opinion, I wouldn't have messed with anything for the most part today. The only thing I would maybe consider taking was that market open inversion. And that wasn't even that good because we took the internal high, but I did like it. I'm talking about this, where on market open. No, the one you're looking at from Hydra. Yeah, this was at 11:27, bearish for value gap. And basically what this is this was your classic sweep. I'm pretty sure this was just like a sweep and break a structure, right? But personally, it's not anything super obvious that I would take. But I'm pretty sure that's what this was your classic sweep break of structure for value gap. Could be wrong. I don't know. I really don't know what this was. This is your classic 2022. But yeah, break. And then, yeah, you can target these lows. It's not my type of trade, but you know what? We'll screenshot it. Maybe we'll just mark it out. Yeah, I don't know. Personally, not for me, but oh, you know what though? Is there could have been an opportunity. I wonder if there was an inversion within this. That would actually be pretty good if I'm like being honest. Like just taking a lower time frame trade in here. Let's go ahead and see. So this was your. Let's re-screenshot this. See, there's not really a way to have this. Like, how do you even like have the RR on this make any sense? I would never take this. It's too much risk for what it's worth, in my opinion. But let's just screenshot it. I'll save it. I'll just say 2022, 11, 30, 1 minute. And I'll just put in brackets, wouldn't take this. But like, I think what would have been kind of nice is on the lower time frame, we probably got something here. Yeah, like this, once we have the break structure for value gap, this, I like this, where we get like almost like an inducement of this high. So much easier to trade hindsight, so like I can't say anything, but you know. I wonder if there's SMT. That's basically what I'm looking for here. Anyway, like once we get this candle, I don't even know if this would work though, to be honest, because I don't know. This price action is just not really that good. I just probably wouldn't take this. But you know what? We'll mark it out. We'll just say like maybe, big maybe, because honestly, I really would just probably regret this trade if I took it and it was a loss. But like, you know, for value gap inversion, big maybe, but like you could go like that and then target the low. I wouldn't take this. Anyway, let's screenshot it. Yeah, I don't know. There's just not much I like today at all. Like, at all. I think you're more than likely just running into issues if you try and take a trade. 11 in this price action. FEG. 30-second. That was what it was. 11:30, right? 11:51. Yeah, what I liked was The main thing I liked was, this inversion does not make any sense. We close way too high. I honestly liked this. Even though we wick out the high, which technically makes it invalid, I still kind of like it because it's just clear AMD. You know, sweep out the lows. Now, maybe I'll get hate for saying that I like this, but I do kind of like this, so. You know, clear accumulation. Manipulation. Just because of manipulation, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, like I would feel like this should work, you know. So even though we wick out the high and it's not perfect, from accumulation, manipulation, distribution point of view, it's like it's decent. And so, you know, you could even target standard deviations because it's a pretty good manipulation like here. Like target the second standard deviation. That's clean. Yup. I'm actually going to make a video about that tomorrow. But like the more you learn about like fair value gaps and liquidity voids, the more you just realize they are literally just gaps in volume. They're literally gaps. Like for instance, like if I mark this out here, like this is gonna have a lot of volume, and this is gonna have a lot of volume, and this is gonna have no volume. Like the more you learn about fair value gaps, the more you realize a fair value gap is literally just a gap in volume. You see this? See where there's less volume here? That's exactly where the fair value gap is. I mean, you can't make that up. I'm going to make a video about this tomorrow, but this is literally proof for fair value gaps. Because if the volume didn't look like this, then fair value gaps would mean nothing. But because we know volume moves in unevenness, right? We know fair value gaps actually hold real value. They're not just something that we just say. They actually hold real value because there's inefficient distribution of volume. That's the reason the fair value gap makes any sense in the first place. You know, yeah. You know what? Well, I'm gonna get to long-term profitability eventually. I mean, you know, I know it's just a matter of time. Accumulation, manipulation, then like I said, we go right up to that second standard deviation. And I bet you, I'm not going to look, but I bet you we go to the fourth. Boom. There we go. Change your settings to 250 or 300 on your indicator. It'll give you a better view. Like, oh, this. Oh, I see. I don't know. That's a little too much. It's a little too wide for me. I could see why you'd like it, though. I just don't know. It's a little too much for me. Hey, what up, Etsy? I'm just doing a little bit of pre-market recap, looking around here. Even though this is technically invalid, I still like it because of accumulation, manipulation, and then market open. Obviously, it's just whenever you have market open, it brings in the volatility. So we go right up to the 2 to 2.25. No, not that one. Inputs. Inputs. Row size. Oh. That's sick, actually. That's a lot. That's a lot more helpful, huh? Yeah, dude, thank you. This is like, yeah, this makes so much, it's a lot more helpful because it's being a lot more specific on exactly where the volume is. I just wonder if it's like almost too detailed. Like, I don't know. I feel like maybe like what did it have it on before? Like 20, it was 24, right? That's way too small. But I don't know about 250. I think maybe like, what about 100? I kind of like 100. Why is it sideways? Bro, let me let you in on a secret. Volume is not just time based, it's price based. Volume is literally where the transaction happened on the chart, right? This is exactly where most of the transactions happened. So volume isn't just based off of time. It's based off of price too. And you can see that fair value gaps, the reasons fair value gaps even matter is because volume is unevenly distributed. So this fair value gap is literally a gap in volume. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, I gotta get the market recap cooking here. We don't have that much time and I gotta film it. But I will film it. It's just, I don't even know what other trades can we look at. Guys, so there's this one from Hydra, blah, blah, blah. 1 out of 1 today. So Dodgy took
Ladies and gentlemen,
I will do the market recap still. I'm gonna do it. I'm just trying to figure out which
I'm currently sitting this trade right now, and this is the first trade
I just wouldn't take this with this price action, guys.
I've taken.
I just think today is the day you should probably just stay away.
Because,
personally, I'm gonna comment on that. I'm gonna say like I wouldn't. Personally, I just wouldn't mess with this. It's just not worth it to me. Yeah, isn't it crazy? Yeah, dude, it's crazy stuff. The spikes are volume nodes. You can see them as entries and TP. Yeah. But, yeah. This is nice too, I guess, this 30-second. This isn't terrible, right? We get this 30-second. But then again, I still probably would not take this just because price action is not my favorite. That's just reality of it, right? But you could have taken this 1-to-1, maybe, right? Especially if there was SMT. Let's see. There was SMT. So, like, if you're a little greedy little pig and you really want to get a trade across, maybe you could take this. I don't know. But, like, for me, I would just say stay away from price action today. It's just not worth it. It's just really bad price action. So, yeah, we'll just mark this out. And once again, I'd probably just target wherever the POI is. Yeah, here we go. Whatever this is, boom. And you can see that would have worked out pretty well, actually. What's the indicator called? Price range. It's like price range. It's not an indicator. It's literally in TradingView. Fixed range volume profile. But yeah, you see how this is where the see how this is where the volume peaks at? This is exactly where we had our draw on liquidity. And that's exactly where the market went, right? So I gotta film the market recap, guys. What other trades should I look at? I just feel like today was just a hard day to trade, especially if you try to trade after everything happened. Well, I'll keep looking at the market for maybe like 20 more minutes, and then I'll film. So, but I don't want to make it too late because then people won't watch it. You think I should turn it to 250? I like it at 100. Yeah, dude, I personally would not mess with price action today. I think today was just garbage. I think if you can just stay away from days like today, you're gonna, in the long run, do way better. You know what, though? It's really easy to feel like this could have been like accumulation, manipulation, distribution. That's why higher time frame is important, to be honest. So yeah, I think what I'm gonna go for the market recap is just say start out with the higher time frame and just say something like we're expanding. Let's see. I don't know. There's just not a lot of opportunity today. I feel like today's just a hard day to make a market recap, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna make it anyway. I'm just gonna go ahead and make it. Guys, like, today's just a weird day for market recap. Does anyone else say anything? $9:30. If you're still hunting trades at 1 p.m., you're not a trader. You're yeah, there's just not a. Yeah, Dodgy says this is invalid. I still kind of like it. I just started trading, but in crypto. Any tips for that? Yeah, like I used to be big into crypto. I still am big into crypto. I just kind of like, I don't know. Like I'm trying to learn trading, and then maybe eventually, once I have more capital, then I'll rotate money back into crypto. But I think, I don't think there's any easy tips. I think that it's trading crypto. I think trading crypto or trading anything is hard, and you know, I don't know if I have any specific tips. I think you just have to keep learning and keep showing up. As far as crypto goes, for me, I probably wouldn't trade crypto. I'd probably just try and be an investor in it because the return on crypto is actually already pretty good, if you can just hold it for the long term, but it's easier said than done. I don't know, though. It's hard to say. Guys, I feel like, yeah, I think you should just, I feel like it's so easy to lose money trading. I think just focus on learning and keep investing in yourself and try and keep, personal funds away from the market. And maybe just buy prop from evaluations for now and just keep learning, keep getting better. And that way you don't risk your own money and lose money, because one of my biggest mistakes at the start is just risking my own money. I really highly recommend just, not risking your own money and like just keep getting better, keep learning, and just buy the prop from evaluations so you don't have to risk your own money. That's what I would say. Okay, we have to figure out some trades. I think this is fine. I think I'll just do the market recap. I know this isn't perfect. I don't have a ton to talk about for it, but I'll figure out something to say. Oh, man. In this video, I explained the 4 ICT concepts that you should actually care about. Ignore everything else. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think the main message I'm gonna say today is just like probably just stay away from today. Also notice that all the crypto kind of follow the same pattern. Yeah, I would definitely say they're all very pattern based for sure. Okay, I'm gonna film the market recap, guys. I'm just gonna YOLO it. Hopefully it's not too bad, but you know what? It is what it is. I just want to be consistent. All right, guys. I will see you later. Thanks for showing up, watching, backtesting with me, and looking at some trades. So watch the market recap, give that a like, because I'm just trying to make it consistent for you guys. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.